And we're probably live. Let me know if you guys can hear me. The war continues with our sound system. But I think I have a light at the end of the tunnel.
Institute fodder, really? But try to kill me, and I'm afraid sympathy goes out the window.
That was quite the speech there, Codsworth.
Imagine the good these synths could do if only programmed with inclination.
Need some more scientists around here. Look at admin not doing anything. Well, welcome, folks. Let me know if you can hear me. Actually, so is our facilities, engineering. A lot of slackers around here.
Attention, maintenance required. Report to the armory.
There's something
Hey, Raina. How's it going?
Never know if one's going to spring to life.
I was a little bit slow on getting the stream posted today. Let's see here. Pulling Jake on engineering feels so wrong. So look at it. Look at all these smart people we got here. I can't pull them all out of... but we can pull these folks out of engineering because engineering is kind of idling right now. Let's buff up our... Gonna nerf our engineering team. Bulk up our science team a little here. Riley, grumpy old fart. Hello, folks. We've got an important request to meet.
Maximum crabs!
Classic. The OG. Oh, Paige.
I was thinking of having a free clinic to boost morale.
You should put on a clinic. Get this medical treatment taken care of because you guys are all not looking too good.
The Institute sure is frivolous with their toys.
How's the volume today? You guys hear me in the fountain? Well. All right, how many of you guys are sick? Recent Lashes is good. Nox is good. All right, so we got 42. Let's see here. Faction Unicorns requires 40. Okay, so we should be able to trigger this now. Let's see if that triggers off immediately here. Audio sounds good. Thank you, Chicken Little Main. Also welcome.
A pleasure to see you again, sir.
Oh, wait a second. Did that require other resources that I don't have? Hold on a second. Science. Nope. I think it took because it's gone now from my task list. There it goes. It's off. Okay.
How's it going, friend?
I'm really curious if...
Is patrolling.
Wait, what are you doing here, Cedric? You should be ready to go for the fight. Okay. Well, let's see if we can get them to get in their outfits. There's probably going to be audio stutter. I said this at the top of the stream, but I realized nobody was probably watching yet. I think I got a lead on how to fix my audio stuttering. So the mics, the what do you call it? The mixer that I bought. I bought a mixer not too long ago, thinking that was part of our problem, and it has clearly not been the problem. Right? We've still had audio stuttering, but it turns out the mixer has two outputs on it. It's designed. It's called a Duo. It's designed for two devices to be able to be connected to it at once. So I ordered a cable because the other one is it's a weird cable. It's like a USB-C. It has a USB-C output, which I don't really have a cable for. Like a spare one. I mean, I could probably go steal one of my phone chargers, but I ordered a new one. Should be here on Monday. I don't know why it's going to take so long, but whatever. It's going to be here on Monday, and we'll try that and see if we can get for next Wednesday. We can try and stream directly from the gaming PC instead of routing it through another.
Attention, medic required.
Finish the project, cure rabies. That's good. We got a cure for rabies. All right. There's a fire somewhere. Sounds like the guys have it under control.
Warning.
What's the ideal number of HQ workers? I don't think there's really an ideal number. I personally tend to just recruit all of the named NPCs, and so I tend to end up with between 40 and 50. And they all have decent stats that way, so...
Couldn't ask for a better place to live. Find any interesting
Is she floating?
stuff out there?
She is. This marker is lifted up too high in the air.
I wish I knew what the Institute really wanted up here.
Alright, we're gonna wait again. Computer sound cards still a thing? I think they are. They're a rare thing, but they're still there. Hey, Alexander, how are you? Let's give it another wait. Hey, Phil, how are you? We continue our war on bugs. Mike Elliott, hello, how are you? I don't recognize your name. Welcome to the channel. Sifu, how's it going? Finished the project, put out fires, that's good. Something just completed. Also something just crazy. Oh yeah, there's some object here. I think it's the static. We have a giant static collection that passes between room bounds, and it does that when you go through the room bound. So this is an interesting thing that we just need to separate this into a couple of items. But we don't have a great tool for updating these. This is just like we had the problem with updating city plans. This is something else. It's a long-term thing I have to sort out. But what happens is, like, wherever the origin of the item is, whatever room bound. So we have the world broken up, or this cell broken into these room bounds where it won't draw stuff, and it's a huge performance saver. Like, without it, Xbox just wouldn't be able to go into HQ at all. So like likely there's a room bound right here, and when you cross it, this big old connection of tubes disappears. So it's like boop. But then if you look back, they reappear. So kind of silly. But that is Fallout 4 optimization for you. My TV died Thursday with my main monitor, but at least I'm good. Man, monitors have gotten so cheap. I don't know if I talked about this on stream. I talked about it with somebody recently. I got a at Best Buy. They had a what was it? It was like Black Friday and July sale. I got a like 32-inch 4K monitor for $170, which is nuts. Like, screen technology is so cheap now. This is just a actual combat armor. Did I drop that there?
Attention. Security required.
All right, let's see what the status of our task is.
To check out a suspicious package.
Oh, I got it on there twice. Whoopsie. Okay, well, it is currently running. We just have to be more patient with it. I don't remember if it's how many days it is for that project. I really want to see it happen. I want to see them all rocking the uniforms when we get to the rescue mission. Yeah, I forgot to post the stream early. I usually post the stream's happening within about 30 minutes before I do it, just to make sure people know I'm actually streaming, because some nights I don't, like Sunday. Stuff came up, couldn't do it. Totally forgot today. Did it last minute, but that's okay. I might do that more often. I think sometimes people see my stream posts go up, and then when I'm not actually streaming, they just ignore it. Because I'll be honest, the days that I do forget to do it, there tends to be a lot more folks watching right away. So I think the me posting it early, good reminder for some of you who are regulars, but for anybody who's just thinking about tuning in, it's a turnoff. It's like they may have been in the mood at the moment I posted it, but then by the time I actually sit down and connect, they've moved on. Auto hide for pipes. That's a nice option. Yeah, I want one of the things I would love to do with HQ long term is have an option where He doesn't actually build anything, and instead you can just assign the room purpose and you gain the benefits of the room purpose without anything in it. That'll help for people who have like really low end PCs or on Xbox to just have a more stable space, and then people could just decorate it however they want. I think that could be fun. Just like let it be manual built. And you could do a mix, right? It could be like let players do both, like assign rooms. And it would be, hey, there we go, the project finished. I don't know exactly how I would do it. It'd be a big project to do, but it could be a really nice feature for people who want to hand decorate, or do a mix and match, and for people who have performance issues. Because I think this is, we talk about this a lot, that this place, a lot of people bounce off of it just because the mechanics are complicated. And we've kind of solved that with the automation. As long as people keep sending lots of folks here, it will kind of solve itself over time. But the performance is another potential issue for some folks. So, all right, let's see if we've got, I don't know if we have very many generic settlers here that would end up in the uniforms, because I think for all of the folks who are, hey, there we go, we got some of them. Shiny uniforms, because it's raining outside. It's always raining around here, but it's working. Also, you guys are sick. We should help you out here. Working out to replace my 50-inch TV. That was your monitor? A 50-inch TV? How far back from your desk do you sit? Mike Elliott recently uploaded my F4 videos to my channel. Oh, cool. What's your channel name? Is it just that, like, if I want to go watch your videos, is it just youtube.com/@MikeElliott7278?
I don't understand how people could call this home.
This is a science department.
Before me, that
bulletin
is.
Yes.
to improve awareness regarding our new vaccines.
57-inch Samsung, and that's a monitor, not a television. That's crazy. Again, how far back from your? Oh, that's funny. I finished the project twice. How far back from your desk do you got to sit to use something like that? I guess you just have it mounted on the wall across the room from your desk or something. Of course, you didn't stream Sunday because I had a chance to watch. Yeah, I am in the middle. I'm still dealing with it. I have clients that I do server management for, and I needed to migrate one of them, and I'm still trying to get it fully sorted to some more modern hardware. And man, migrating big data servers is so risky that like I needed the night to work on it. And then it still ran. I still had problems that I couldn't deal with, that I was like, I got to shelve this and try it again next weekend. Cut overnights suck. They are lots of long hours on the weekend, but part of the job. Riley, do you think Seven Settlements 2 would run pretty decent on the Xbox Series X? That is probably a better question for people here who play it on Series X. I had started a playthrough on Series X before they fixed Fallout 4's texture issue, and I couldn't play the game. Like, Fallout 4 was unplayable to me. But after we finish this playthrough, which would be, we're making a pretty good clip through here. We're on the end of Chapter 3 now. I would say we'll probably be by, I don't know, like early October, we'll probably be switched over to, then I'm going to play it on my Series X again and see how we go. So I'll have a definitive answer for you in a couple of months. Peekaboo. Mary just said everyone watching on TV and phone. The stream on the phone is way ahead of the TV. Oh, that's interesting. All right, now here's the moment of truth. Do we get everyone showing up in their uniforms? Yes, it worked.
Go away, bleeder.
Don't despair, brother. We're here to save the Commonwealth.
This looks like a decent enough place. So, thanks for giving us.
Except Berman. Berman's not. We're gonna rock the colors.
Good guys. Let's do this.
Hey, this looks like the place. Let's find Jake.
Go team! We've got a whole lot of help here. Insta. Yeah, let's use it on the captains. Nice. Robbed. Oh, that reload time. Ah, I missed the... There it is. What's our squad doing? Oh, somebody's down. Somebody's down. Of course, it's a settler. Appreciate your efforts, though, with your pipe pistol. Even Mansfield's going in there. There are some combat lines you don't get to hear often. The Mansfield ones, unless he's fighting bloat flies in HQ. Teresa running up to melee range. To really appreciate the reload animations in VATS. What do we got here? Agility and perception. What is our right leg? Hold on. Apparel. Oh yeah, never getting rid of assassins. Somebody's got a fat man up here, don't they? You look like you probably do. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, I can't really mess with spray and pray when I got my whole squad following behind me. Oh, that's right, I gotta go in that little hut to turn on the, put down the bridge. Take him out, guys. Oh god. Okay, I can't use the terminal. Yeah, cover my flank there, Super Mutant. Try this again. Teresa, you should hit up the clinic. What am I stuck on? Wait, where's his cell at? Oh, I think it's up over there. Okay. Hey, buddy.
Hi. This is starting to become a habit. Me getting nabbed by gunners, you saving my sorry ass. You know, I really was ready to go with them. I wasn't expecting you to come rescue me. I was ready to face the music, pay my dues.
I take care of my friends.
I think I've noticed that. Well, that said, I can't say I was looking forward to being shipped off to the gunner's main compound, so I do appreciate the timely emancipation. Thank you, Slick. It's real good to see you again.
Forgetting someone, Jake?
Yeah. Good to see you too, Aiden. And everyone else as well. Thank you.
Hey, you including me in this little loving?
Well, considering you abducted me once, after this, I guess we'll call it even. Caitlin, I see you came as well. How's Laura? She all right?
She's fine, Jake. She's waiting for you back at your HQ.
Let's get you home.
We'll escort Jake back. Make sure he doesn't surrender himself to any more gunners. You're free to join us, if you like.
Is everyone okay?
I think so. No critical injuries, at least. Although I do seem to be developing a scratchy throat.
A scratchy throat? That sounds serious. When we get back, we'll get Cassandra on that right away.
Thank you, Oh, you're making fun of me again, aren't you?
Lead on.
And y'all need some medical treatment. All right, let's get out of the way. Let's get out of the way, folks. We need a Fus Roda in here. Nice. Leveled up after that. Love seeing the gang in the colors. NLTC mercenary. Holy cow, you are decked out, buddy. Thanks for your help, Settler. Okay, everybody running home. Sweet. Oh, wow, I missed a whole lot of messages. Jack Crew fan, need some understanding. Thank you as always for the great work and question answered. Stop playing radio stations, including mod ones. Ended script lag and crashes. Oh, that's crazy. I guess that you must have had some sort of radio station that was just repeatedly causing scripts to trigger. That's interesting. As soon as you see the snow mod work in progress for Skyrim, it's insane. I wonder if that tech can be used for footprints entire. No, is that who posted it? I'm not aware of this. Hold on, let me look this up. Is it like Red Dead Redemption 2's snow system? Skyrim snow system. And nothing's coming up on YouTube just under a general search. This includes radio station mods like Malt Shop Mayhem. Interesting. That's weird that that would help you that much. I mean, like a radio station is effectively just a... Whoa, my mic just did a little spin. So a radio station is effectively just a scene, like a dialogue scene, and it can do all the same things a dialogue scene can do, including trigger scripts. So the only thing I can think of is if there was some sort of radio station that was triggering scripts, or if there's some mod or something you have that's reacting to scene changes or radio station scenes, and it's doing something in reaction to those. I don't know. That's a tough one. But, you know, that's generally not the type of behavior you would experience in the base game, right? So you can almost assuredly blame it on mod conflicts. See some other people up here. Let's see if we can get them. Anybody? Oh, see one of them somewhere. There they are. Nope, never gonna hit them in a million years. Oh, it's just somebody running by. There we go. Oh. Oh, wow, look at those. 16 rounds. How did I let that happen? I think it's because of spray and pray. I got addicted to the easy wins. Oh. Leading targets, not my specialty. Shooting targets, not my specialty. Direct hit me with the Molotov. Nice shot, buddy. Oh, Jake's down. Seriously, this might have been trying to play all the way through for 2 years. Oh, that is sad that you've not been able to do it. And this is why we're gonna this playthrough, this clean and play is probably just gonna loop for a year for a decade. I'm gonna keep fixing it until they release Fallout 5. And Fallout 5 will have to be good too. So. Hey, Kens, how's it going? Hey, Simmons. Permit wants to be one of yous guys. Hey, call sign. Take a look at the VC Discord. I posted it at random. Okay, cool. I'll have to look at it later. I don't know if I don't want to dig around in Discord right now. Hey, Raven. Radio stations usually aren't script dogs, Jack Kirby fan. That's why I said I think it feels to me like this might be something is reacting to them. I don't know what it would be, but that's what it gives me the vibe of. I think we were working on Scrapper. Kind of don't need anything anymore. You're nearing the Battle of Quincy? I guess, because I think it's basically after now that we've got Laura back, now we'll do the stuff for Magnuson. And then we're off the Battle of Quincy, yeah, so we're pretty close. We're pretty close. Maybe not today, but maybe next week we'll be on it. What if Fallout 5 ends up being basically like the SS2 story? Great. Then we'll get a nice, hopefully highly polished version of what we tried to create. And they can add some engine support for some of the stuff we struggled with. No, Berman is definitely killable. I choose not to kill him. I try to always do the peaceful route in these playthroughs just because I know most people don't leave Berman alive, and there's a lot of extra story bits that happen if you do leave him alive. So kind of just trying to show as much as possible. Also, that's because it's more content. That means more stuff that we could have bugs in. So need to play it on stream. Yeah, basically, Jackery fan, the whole game is done by events. This one thing happens, which causes another thing to happen. So I fire a gun at somebody, that causes them
Oh,
to
it's you.
take damage, right? Oh, everybody's switching costumes right here. You guys go to the locker room.
If you find an item that may belong to someone, please bring it to the facility.
So it's like when the radio station plays a song or changes to a new song, it fires what's called an event in code in software, and a mod could react to that. And so mods reacting to things means they're going to do something. So depending on how the scripts are written that are reacting, it could create script lag. So I don't know how else to explain it, but that's anything that's causing scripts to run could potentially cause script lag. I don't know what your mod load order looks like, and obviously, like if you're rocking, you know, several hundred mods, it's hard to tell what it would be.
Why can't the Institute just leave us alone?
That's why we play Fallout 5 Legendaries become overpowered, steamroll everyone. Agreed. Because, you know, Berman dying would make me sad. Oh, you tried to kill him in Diamond City at the beginning? Yeah, we don't allow that because there are too many moments in Chapter 2. We would basically just have to end the quest line because we don't want to have to write a new character for that moment. So, I mean, I think that's a sacrifice that Bethesda games make now. So in I'm trying to remember the last game they let you do this. I think it was Morrowind was the last one where you could just kill any character you wanted, other than there may have been one character that was, I don't even know if they had essential on that, and they would just you would just not do those quests. Like every quest was optional. But if you want to have like a big long storyline that makes sense, you got to have certain characters that survive. So a lot of Bethesda stuff now. Fallout, all their Fallout games, Skyrim, a lot of essential NPCs. Yeah, exactly, Jack. You synth Berman. He just keeps coming back.
Hey, good timing. I was just getting ready to talk to Laura. Although I don't mind admitting, my nerves are starting to get the best of me. It's been so long. What if Laura... I mean, do you think she'll be happy? You know, to see me again?
Yeah, I'm sure.
You think? Oh, I hope so. Stomach's got all a flutter. Whew. Caitlin went to get Laura. She should be here any second.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, sweetheart. Look how big you've gotten. Oh, I can't believe it. Here you are.
I missed you, Dad.
I miss you too, sweetheart. More than you could ever know. Oh. Caitlin, I think we need to have some words. Figure things out. Because I can't lose Laura again. I can't let you take her away from me like you did before.
Dad? It wasn't Mom who...
Sweetheart, I want to hear everything you gotta say. But first, I need to talk to your mother. There's a lot she needs to answer for.
What do you want to talk about?
A lot of things. But mostly, why Caitlin kidnapped Laura, leaving me high and dry in Sanford.
Please, listen to her.
I will, it's just... No, you're right. I'm being dismissive. Okay, Buttercup. I'm listening. What is it you wanted to tell me?
Dad, I'm the reason we left. Mom didn't kidnap me. I asked her to take me from Sanford.
Wait, what? What are you talking about? Why would you...
Everyone there hated us. Even when I was little, they all said horrible things about you, and Mom, and me. They blamed us for what happened to Sanford. And They were right. Growing up, I just felt so bad. And whenever I asked if we could help people, help the town get better, you just ignored me. You wouldn't even listen to Mom. You just kept saying you were doing what was best for me. But that wasn't true.
Please, go on.
You were just so angry at the town. I kept begging Mom to talk to you, convince you to buy back the water plant, fix it. But you wouldn't. It's like you wanted to watch Sanford fall apart. I hated it. Seeing people hurt. Knowing everyone hated us. Hated me. So I asked Mom to take me away. Find a new settlement where people were nice to each other. Somewhere where I wouldn't feel so bad.
Man, the cola popping into scene then is just like the real one. Anytime there's something exciting going on, the dog's there to be a part.
Is that true?
Pretty much. You gotta understand. Laura's a sweet kid. Real empathetic. From an early age, she understood what was happening to Sanford and its people. And, indirectly or not, she knew Jake was the root cause of it. She did her best to coax him into action, try to persuade him to shoulder the town's burden. But Jake wasn't having any of it. So, Laura turned to me. Thought maybe I could convince Jake.
Did people really think that badly of you?
Jake's father, Jack, was never interested in profit. He charged just enough for his water to pay his workers' wages and maintain the plant. Cheap and readily available water helped Sanford grow. But as demand rose, so did the costs. And Jack had to raise prices just to break even. Folks weren't too happy about that. From then on, Jack, his family, and all the workers at the plant were seen as greedy fat cats, only caring for profit. So when the plant broke, the town refused to pay for repairs. And when Jake had to sell the plant, that just made things even worse. There was a lot of hate from both sides. I married into that hate, and Laura ended up inheriting it.
I'm sorry to hear that.
A few years after that, Laura asked if we could move away from Sanford. She wanted to start over. I asked Jake about it, said we should find a better settlement for Laura, that she deserved no less. But Jake was as stubborn as ever. He refused to leave. It was a difficult choice, but I could see what all of this was doing to Laura. She needed somewhere better, somewhere kinder. So we packed up and we left.
Sounds like you had a rough time of it back there.
Yeah. I mean, others had it a lot worse. At least we had food, and clean water, and our roof didn't leak, and enough caps. But that kind of made everything worse. We only looked after ourselves, and ignored everybody else. It sort of made everyone's hate feel fair. They had good reason to be angry with us. But yeah, it was rough.
You didn't tell me that.
I'm sure Dad just saw things in a different way. I know he was mad at the town. I never met Grandpa. He died to save Sanford. But when his water plant broke, the town didn't help. They expected Dad to fix it all. Dad said he was okay with Grandpa's death, but he could never get over how the town responded. It made him real sad. And then Dad ended up making everybody else feel just as sad.
I'm sure he had his reasons.
Yeah, I did. But I think even back then, I knew those reasons weren't exactly the greatest. Laura, I am so sorry.
Old Bethesda AI.
Sometimes unhappy.
Let me do a little
That's
little
why
spin.
I focus my efforts on you and not Sanford. But you hit the nail right on the head. I didn't listen. I didn't want to listen.
But things are different now. I've been hearing a lot from the people who work here. About how you wouldn't give those gunner people what they wanted. Just to get me back. You didn't do it cause it would have hurt the folks around you. Right?
Well, yeah, of course.
And you've been making people's lives better. Like you were saying on the radio. I know it's true. Because look at everything you've done.
And I can't take all the credit. I've had a lot of good people helping me. I couldn't have done it without them. We've built up a real fine community.
That's all I ever wanted. You to help people. Do you think maybe one day we could do all this at Sanford too?
I know we can.
Lupe, get out of there. Did any of you guys see Cola do like a little crazy flip in the background?
Listen to you.
Sorry, Jake, for ruining your emotional moment.
Caused so much trouble. But I promise, from now on, no more of that.
I'm just glad that you and your family are safe now.
And I wonder who I have to thank for helping with that. Hey, I think me, Caitlin, and Laura need to talk for a bit. And that I need to make more than a few apologies. I'll catch you later, okay? Oh, and Slick, thank you for helping me get my daughter back, for helping see there's better ways of doing things, and thank you for, well, everything. You're a real pal. Hell, you're my best friend. Anyway, I'll see you later.
Now you look at me. I just was writing down a note like Jake not looking at player during end of Laura reunion sequence. Writing down some notes. I appreciate that Cola's hanging out in here. Look at that, just freaking out on that. Sometimes, during the camera sequence, Cola did like a crazy little like wall glitch flip, and then landed correctly in the furniture position. And now that time, instead the legs sunk in. I don't know what's going on there. I think it's probably nav mesh related. Or maybe it's something weird with the dog. The way we did this dog was so bizarre. It's like a hacked behavior file that originally started as a copy of the Mutant Hound and then reanimated, and it's very janky. And I don't know that we'll ever be able to fix it. It maybe I'll get Neher to take a look at it and see if there's something he can do to clean it up. But it is, yeah, it's a bit of a wonk job right now. But I'm okay with it because I get a little Cola in the game. All right, so we have got a brief moment with just hold the Commonwealth. So I think this is one of those things because I don't think we have anything to do here. So I think we just. Ooh, thanks for the duct tape, whoever dropped that.
How many you killed today, Me? Probably 50.
This is one of those divisive characters some people hate. I love Sneak. That's why Sneak got the full dialogue treatment.
Report to the medical center. To investigate a report of shots fired.
All right, what's our medical situation? Aiden. You gotta take the jab, buddy.
Yeah.
That's a jank dog breed anyway. I expect it to walk funny. Yeah. Uriel. I got something for you. Imagine your boss just wandered around sticking people with meds. Welcome to the Commonwealth. I really like this. This is such a like simple animation, but I really like it. The like looking up at the fountain with awe. It's a nice little thing. Nice little touch.
Hey.
Get lost.
Glad we got you. We kept you around, Berman. Actually, I should reassign him. I think he's HQ staff. Hold on. Nope. Not gonna kill him. Not gonna kill him. Let's see here. Security. All right, let's see. Is Berman in this list? I actually don't know. I think he's meant to be, but I don't know if he's meant to be yet, or if it happens after you complete the quest line, or if I just failed to add him. But I'm gonna put this in my notes to like investigate when is Berman supposed to be available as an HQ staff member. When is Berman meant? Because it feels like this would be the moment, like from here on. VHQ staff. Is it working? You know, it'll be, if I can get my sound setup working correctly again, like I mentioned, where I can stream from one PC. Oh, then that's going to cause the reverse problem. Else I won't be able to stream my... I'm going to have to figure this out. I really need to rejig my streaming system, and finding time to do that. It's been hard, but I will sacrifice you guys being able to see my dev machine for not having this audio bug, and then we'll figure out the dev machine later. Maybe if I reverse, because the gaming machine is more powerful, if I reverse the capture card, put the capture card from my dev PC, maybe that will not stutter when I stream it. Okay, let's see here. So I think we're gonna just go. We're going to just go check out some of our settlements, although I'll save first because crashing happens. Why not use dog meat code for a scaled down dog? It just doesn't look correct. It just looks really bad. Like the animations don't scale perfectly to the design of the dog. Indeed, dog, I have an invisible envoy that wants to meet me. Yeah, I do as well. There's definitely... The envoy system, man, I don't know how many times I have, air quotes, fixed that in the patch notes, and it just still keeps happening. I don't know what's going on there. It's on my list to investigate. I think I have one right now, in fact. I think I have the MISC objective. Reducing the numbers using my PC to stream. No, it's generally people who stream a lot. From what I understand, the setup is you use a second PC to stream because it's a lot cheaper to just run a card in between that. So basically, I have a capture card which intercepts the signal on its way to my monitor and duplicates it to my computer, but for whatever reason, that is creating some audio stutters, and I don't know why. So my setup is just not correct, but then the idea is then the PC that you're gaming on doesn't have to use CPU cycles to send the data up to YouTube or Twitch or wherever you're streaming to, and that's the idea behind it. But there's some flaw in my specific setup, and I haven't been able to figure it out. All right, right, we need some more houses here. We have some folks come live by the river. With Chris Farley. Okay, we need... Can't quite reach. Okay, I'll scoot you a little bit. There we go. Okay, that should be enough beds. Now we just need to assign to that. Gotta choose van plans, yeah. Yeah, choose the trailer. Hold on, I can sort of arrange that. Hold on, let's go to hold on, choose building plans. What do we got here? We gotta have some trailer homes in this mix. I mean, that's kind of it. Capsule Shack, here we go. What about this one? Do we got a similar one? There it goes. Let's see. Let's go to that. We'll scroll to the very bottom. A van house. Perfect. Got our van down by the river. Saito, how are you? Would it be possible to add an option to let Laura and Caitlin stay at HQ directly without sending them to a settlement first? Also, last time I played, Laura was super buggy as a settler. Maybe. Maybe we can add that eventually. I presume if you just, after you got sent them to a settlement at the end, I think if you just went and found them, I assume you could just recruit them. I don't think we have any, I don't believe we have anything blocking them from just recruiting them back to work at HQ. Yeah, I have the same thing going on H&G. I gotta meet the envoy at HQ, and there's nobody to meet. I've already met everybody. Actually, you know what I'll do? Because one of the things I find myself doing occasionally is looking back through my save files to look for, like, where are some saves I made that are named, because that's probably issues. So we'll call this save mystery envoy objective. What was that sound?
You'd better keep your mouth shut about this place. Can't trust anyone.
I mean, I think everybody knows about this place now. You see the size of it? Farley Estate. I think I'm on 163 right now with this. I have been using the latest version of Fallout 4 more, though. I have got it installed on both PCs now, just because I know the majority of players are actually on it because of Xbox now. Like, Xbox plus PlayStation players there's more of them than there are PC players. So I got to get used to the modern version, which is why we've got Workshop Framework working on it now. I do have a plan for getting everything over to Xbox, like the extended content and everything's just going to take us a little while. It's way more complicated than just put extended on Xbox. Yeah, I really just accept every quest, don't I? I just got a whole bunch for random places. Raider troubles at... Oh man, this is ages ago. I don't even remember the last time I talked to a settler about problems. And we were almost there. I think we control Saugus as a territory. And just the Forge keep respawning. Alright, let's go check out how Starlight's doing. That's kind of our hub of supplies. Arcelog late to the party. Oh. Hey Gwen, how are you? Hey Bologna. I was maybe paranoid. I spent 3 hours building walls. Oh man, the first time I played Fallout 4, I built so much stuff, like had it up to the build limit and expected it to like pay off, and I thought there was going to be like a big tower defense system to it. Like that day when I realized that my settlements meant nothing. That was the real day. The seeds were planted for some settlements to come. You fighting a Brahmin, buddy? I feel like this spawn point right here, just every single time I come back to Starlight. These raiders are back. Just need to get some 50 cal. You are ugly.
Finally have a home. This place could use it.
Well, Treadwell found her way to get onto something.
Out here, you gotta take things one day at a time.
This is quite the gathering spot they've made themselves. I feel like every time I come, this must be like the dead center of the settlement, because every time I come here, there's just a cluster of people hanging out on or near that thing. Yeah, I think most stuff here is leveled up.
Huh?
What's our power output here? We're maxed out, 989. Oh, do I not have the HUD? Do I not have my HUD mod installed? I may not. I'll have to check on that. Well, let me make myself a little note here. More paper. So what I'm talking about, for those who don't know, is there's a optional file on SS2 which modifies the workshop HUD to allow the resource numbers to go up to 4 digits instead of 3. So I highly doubt I have exactly 999 power, which means that I probably just don't have the HUD, the optional HUD mod installed. Alright, note written down. Alright, well, happiness is on the downtrend, but we've got enough beds for everybody, plenty of food, water, power, defense, etc. So This place is in good shape. We're just doing a little tour before Magnuson calls us next, because that is bound to happen soon. What else do we got here? I guess we should check on our outposts, too. What was the reasoning as to why Jake can't show up to Far Harbor or Nuka World and by proxy modded world areas on first activation? I think you mentioned it before, I forgot. Just most of his story takes place in the Commonwealth. Like it sends him to locations around the Commonwealth, so it would just be very weird. And some of the, likely a lot of the AI packages would break, so he would not be able to he probably wouldn't teleport to where he needs to go. So I think, for example, the when he meets you at the Vault Tech HQ, I don't think we teleport him. I think we just know the AI package will take him there, and I don't know that it will if you have him in a different world space. I think he'll just get stuck. But yeah, the whole time his story is he's talking about the Commonwealth and trying to get Laura and Caitlin to come to the Commonwealth and defend from the Gunners. Like everything around it is about the Commonwealth. So having him in another world space just wouldn't make a lot of sense.
Yes?
Gunners won't catch us with our pants down ever again.
You'll always be welcome here.
It's not everything we expect. We're willing to work hard to make this a home we can be proud of.
Most people don't put much stock in the Minutemen these days. After Quincy. Bad business, that.
Yeah? All quiet, General.
Okay, ooh, happiness is shot here. Beds are good. Defense is off the charts. Makes sense. This is an outpost. Food and water should be good. Why are they it's locked at 50 too? It's not going up or down. Why are you guys so unhappy? Just really want more. Let's just make us recreational plots. That's what they want. They need the USO plot apparently. Let's give these soldiers some entertainment. Can we have it over the water here? I feel like there's slim chance that any of these plays will actually work correctly, but okay, hold on a second. This is why we never got 4x4 plots. Placing these 3x3s can be awful sometimes. That wasn't too bad. I'll raise it up a little bit, but there we go. Just nudge you. Maximize pathing opportunities here. No, that's not going to work. Where can we stick? Can we scrap this boat? No, not without scrap everything. All right, guys, somebody build this. You guys will be happy in no time. I guess I could clean up this mess here. Put a plot in here. Oh, wait, is this thing I probably can't scrap, can I? There we go. Got to work. What do we see here? Agility training. Oh, wow, there's a big old agility training. Hold on, let's trade this out. Choose building plan. This might be the happiness bug I've heard about. Is it something in with Outpost, something in SS2 in general? Pickle Rick Saloon. Oh yeah, we've got that somewhere. All right, I've seen that before. The party boat. That feels almost appropriate right there. I kind of want to see. I want to see if the theater will play. The theater shows will play here, floating over the water. Or if the nav mesh is going to prevent that. Vanilla Bug, I think certain happiness getting stuck at 50, because usually the happiness getting stuck at 50 for a lot of folks turns out to be robots is a big cause of it. But ooh, I don't like this. I don't like this floatiness. We need to give you.
Honest as honest work gets.
We need to give this plot a base here. Customize plot. Oh, we can't. It's a. Hold on a second. It is a non. Hold on, let's see if I have place everywhere. Yes, I do. All right, we're gonna lower this guy into the ground, and then just give this thing a refresh. Ah, there we go. Much less triggering. Okay, theater's almost built. We should have the addition of the farmer's honest day's work. So I've heard. Say you can only build settlements that large on a PC. Yeah, it kind of melts an Xbox. Huh? I wonder how bad it is on PlayStation to build settlements. Because they seem to always be the weakest. I mean, PlayStation's like a really good. They make really good consoles, but because Bethesda tends to build them last, I think their track record has been pretty bad so far on launch for Bethesda games for PlayStation. Oh, we got lots of crab calls. I feel like I owe you guys a few for that many.
Maximum crabs! Everything hurts.
They do Shakespeare in the theater, Storm Pilgrim. There's what's his name? Professor McKinley, something like that. I don't remember what his name is. One of the guys tries to do Shakespeare with robots. It always goes wrong. We'll have to leave and come back and see if the show starts. We'll go to Jamaica Plain and come back. Interesting question. Now that Commonwealth Online is a thing, do you think multiplayer S2 would be pretty viable? Commonwealth Online is a thing? Does it work well? I know there's been several attempts at doing that for these games. I guess with agentic engineering available now, it's not shocking that somebody would have figured it out. The coding bots have gotten terrifyingly good. More maximum crab, all right.
Maximum crabs!
Omni, your message, they do Shakespeare, translated to, it was detected as foreign language, and it translated to, they are discussing Shakespeare. What is this whole huge thing? You must be this tall to ride. Warning, funhouse may cause motion. Somebody did a funhouse? Body moving by Captain Laserbeam. I think you lost at the game.
Good luck. Let's hope you won't need it.
Oh. Oh wow, they actually activate as you get close to them. That's pretty neat. Level 1 done. Take. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Walk across the beams. Walk across the beams. Balance beam here. Oh, he got me with the traps. Oh, that is cool. This is crazy. Hold on a second. Okay, so there's little trap doors everywhere you gotta watch out for.
What's that noise?
Oh, the Brotherhood coming for revenge. Down it goes.
Area secure.
Got him. Yeah, I did not see the trapdoor there. That's hilarious. And dropped me right through multiple levels. No, not falling for that one again. Level 2 done. Okay, but we don't have level 3 upgrade. Oh, this is cool. This is a cool plot. I've never seen this before. You gotta get this guy out of here. Okay, let's see here. Where we were going? Oh yeah, we were going back to Egret. There we go. It's pretty basic at TM, but they're planning on eventually have mods working so that if your friends have the exact same mods, you can play together. Oh, that's neat. That's like Minecraft servers, right? Get good. Let's do a long stream in the funhouse. I was not prepared for trap doors.
Lost track of how many blisters I got.
Colin, your noise was translated to noise. Thanks, YouTube. The YouTube auto-translate is so funny. Alright, so here's our little theater. I don't see any of the... Sometimes you'll catch the performers wandering around your settlement. Let's see if I can find any of them. I think they also trigger if you sleep. So like if we sleep through the night and wake up, I believe it'll trigger some more to show up. So let me find somebody's bed we can steal. Well, we can sleep on a couch. That's fine. We'll begin update episodes 2 that will include a romance of old Paul. That's so funny. Somebody just pointed that out to me today that there are like over 60 fanfics on this website for SS2, and he joked that there was none for old Paul. Yes, there is a slum-like sleeping quarters in the warehouse. All of my, usually when I'm just trying to get through the warrior notices, I end up just building these big bunkhouses. It's actually one of the reasons I'm going to be switching the warrior requirement off as the default in one of the upcoming patches. I don't know if it'll be the next one, because the next one we're focused on getting SS2 Extended set up so that it can be available on Xbox. But that's definitely on my radar to change that system because I think it drives most people nuts to get that warning. And it causes people to do what I do, which is just, okay, I'll solve the problem with brute force. I'll just recruit so many soldiers I can't get that error. Oh, here we go. We've got one of the fans, I think. So one of the stage shows is attempting to play. Let's find the people. I don't know why we're getting XP, but I will take it, even if it's just 5 at a time.
Always hits as hard as the first one.
Oh, you're here too. He's trying to get to the show. He can't make it. Yeah, I figured this might happen.
Thought we were easy pickings.
The pathing is going to be super problematic to get over to our little island set up there. I think I have another show. I have another one of those set up somewhere, probably at Starlight. I want to see if we can get the... I know this is not what we intended to be doing right now, but now I want to see it. See one of the shows fire off. Someone doing karaoke with the Titanic theme. We do have somebody who does karaoke with some of the songs that are in the game. Well, what's really sad for old Paul is there are fanfics for Berman, but not for old Paul. Just salt in the wound.
If you ain't been up to see
poor guy.
Garden, you should go. Whole place is run by robots.
All right, I hit the medical treatment button. It's just taking its sweet time.
You let me know if you need it.
Ain't looking for trouble.
There it goes.
Trouble,
Just
I
hit it.
hope.
Just hit it twice, apparently. That karaoke is painful to listen to. Yeah, it was supposed to be. It was like the Gwyneth the Drunk. Yes, I did hit the old Paul playthrough, Nick. Oh, it's a long load screen. Terrifying. Although we haven't done anything for the last 20 minutes, so we'll be okay. Well, we built our failed theater in the water. Come on, game. Oh, you know what? I know what it was. Yep. So the medical treatment was queued up. There it goes.
Isn't that something?
And the prompt for it was on screen underneath. If you ever get a long loading screen in Fallout, always try just pushing your activate key, because it could be that there's a prompt on screen holding it, which is what was happening for me. It finally caught up to that second click I did on the medical stuff. I thought it was here that I built one. Maybe it's Sanctuary? Yeah, I don't see one here. I think it must be Sanctuary. I must have been my last playthrough. I probably did it on Starlight. Building in Pal World. Listen to King Gath streams tonight. Good night. How is Pal World? I've not played it yet. I mean, obviously you like it. If you wouldn't be playing it, but I couldn't believe Pal World was real when it went to early access and it kind of blew up. Because the early previews of it, it was like somebody just ripped off Pokemon and gave them guns. Is that going to be? That can't be a real game. That felt like a fever dream at the time. And then when it came out to early access and everyone was playing it, and be like, it's actually good. It was like, what? This is wild. SKK Workshop utilities made distributing disease cures my settlers so easy. Workshop tool though opens each of your settlers' inventories consecutively. Just pop them all in. Oh, that's cool. I think the disease system is another one where I'm gonna like heavily nerf it as an option. Like it'll be like it'll still be available in the hardcore mode for people who enjoy it, but I think it's going to be something along the lines of if you have a clinic or hospital or something, that the settlers will just get their own disease cures instead of you having to go around feeling like you have to go around doing it. It does kind of happen, but it's very slow. The cure rate of the medical facilities can't keep up with the rate that diseases go through. Like it's actually something I never actually ran the math on. I actually need to like run the numbers of how quickly the diseases can. Oh no, no. Just the way he said greetings was like, nope. Oh, I built this here. I didn't actually build. Did I not build the Wasteland Theater anywhere? That's shocking for me. I love having that plot. Well, you know what? We got a great spot for it right here. We don't need this anymore. The Institute belongs to us now. We don't need this jank fest. I am shocked that we don't already have this. Oops. Oh, we don't need resource storage. We're good there. We got this whole platform here. There's a rogue door in the way. Whoop. You know what? I think I intentionally didn't do that one because of that. Because I didn't want it to clip through. But is this wired up to the grid? Yeah, it is through this building. Okay. Okay. Nope. Clearly already building the wrong one. We gotta fix this. Yeah, speed up the cures of the hospitals. Yeah, it's got it. What I have to do is I need to actually like put all of the I need to do an algorithm to figure out how fast do they actually propagate, and then make sure that the something like, you know, level 3 hospitals should be able to keep up with the propagation level, the speed of disease propagation, and it doesn't right now. I also need to reduce the time on disease cure research and stuff significantly. That whole loop was designed originally for when we knew there was going to be a long gap between chapters 2 and 3, and now that chapter 3 is out, it doesn't really serve the purpose of some sort of end game, and it's not even a fun end game loop anyway. It was just something we wanted to make sure there was perpetual research to do at HQ. We need to add way more fun research though than that. Researching each individual disease is boring. To prevent docs from getting sick. I don't know if we ever made that change. I doubt we did. I believe that... I can't remember if he released it or not. Hold on, let me check if I have a list. If he actually released it. Because CBR Gamer had a thing he was working on. Checking my chat history with him. I can't find it right now. But he had a mod he was working on that was going to add all these options to the way a lot of this stuff worked, and that was one of them. He was going to like prevent people from like the doctor's offices and all from the resource sharing places. So like watchtowers and the power sharing and your caravan services all from getting sick. I don't know if he ever released that or not. You guys are all researching Old Paul fanfics now. Old Paul is actually in the same amount of fanfics as Berman is, and none of them are the kind of fanfiction I like. Oh, who we got? Who do we got here?
Fine day, young'un. How do? Can't chat, young'un. I'm supposed to be somewhere.
Oh, it's gonna be. This is like a Monty Python thing, I think. Where it's like four guys complaining about how young people are weak. All right, hold on. Let's go to morning. We should get a show. Yeah, Brett, I agree. They need to be more. The hospitals and clinics need to be more effective, and so does the, what do you call it? Cleanliness, like the hygiene rating. Like that needs to be more. It needs to be way better balanced. There's a lot of stuff we got to tinker with in SS2. Right now we're on the let's clean up all the quest bugs mission, and then we'll go back to overhauling systems. But every time I would put out patches, like so I used to do with patches, I would make sure that every patch had some like something exciting in it. You know, it'd be new building plans or new features or feature overhauls. And almost every time I'd post it, like 30% of the comments would be like, "But can you fix the existing bugs?" And it was like, "Yeah, they're right. I gotta focus on that." And so that's largely what we've been doing for the past 5 or 6 patches. Mr. Hansy, every time, just every word he says is like, nope. Oh, here we go. All right, they're missing one. Where's their last guy?
Yes?
There he comes. Here he comes.
Don't much care for good neighbor. That place is nothing but trouble.
Let's see if he can make it, or if he's just gonna snap in. I think we have a timer where if they don't get to their location after so long, they just snap in, which is what I was kind of expecting to happen at the at Egret, but it did not. So we'll see if this happens here, or if he's just gonna do that silly pathing nonsense. Because he's got a clear path up. We've got a little stairway over here. All right, there we go. Yep, so he just eventually teleported. But will he sit? There he goes. All right, let's see if they start the show here. They might be waiting for audience members because the audience also is also set up to show up and sit down.
Hey,
No. He walked away because his scene broke. All right, guys, you have one audience member. Look at that. They're really here to warm their hands, but get on with this AI thing, right? Yeah, it's you know, it comes with the territory, right? Like to have such a dynamic game and quest system that can work without having to have everything be cutscene. Like part of the cost we pay is the dynamic nav mesh. Sanitation costing extra water and oil soap is realistic if that's what you're going for. Yeah, that's I mean that's a lot of the maintenance costs. That's where I started with, was just trying to balance them all out for realism, and then over time we started shifting them toward, well, let's make sure that all of the resources have a use. And then it also became making sure that some of the resources were rare. I'm not happy with which ones ended up rare. Like I think cork ended up the most rare one natively, which is just kind of random instead of having an explanation in universe, right? Like if it was something like adhesive, would like everyone would understand that. But yeah, the resource, doing it again, I'd balance the resources a little bit differently, but we definitely have we went through and built like a little mini game and a spreadsheet system to make sure that all the numbers played out correctly for the actual resources, like the scraps and the scrap types and such. And I'm pretty happy with what those numbers are. I just would change which ones were doing what. But balancing out 30, I think there's 31 resource types was quite the challenge. And then the fact that they can group down, so they can group down to the 4 subgroups, and that had to work out decently as well. Balancing out the resource system was quite the challenge. I think the maintenance costs are probably way too high still, but that's another level of balance here. Yeah, I guess these guys aren't going to play this show. They're really ready to. Look at that. They want to so bad. They just need an audience of more than just you.
You know what I call a good day? One that ends without an empty stomach.
All right, let's head back to HQ. We'll go double check and make sure there's not an actual envoy here. Player.move to player. Oh, you think that might have triggered? Oh, I saw a maximum crab request earlier.
Maximum crab, baby.
Do you think the move to player, just the teleporting, might trigger them to get moving? Sanitation being more expensive than a hospital seems not right. No, it does not. Union rules. They need at least 3 audience members. Well, usually, I think we plant a couple audience members every time. We have the fanboy and fangirl, and then usually random settlers will pop in and make their way to it. Let's see if we actually have an envoy. I can't imagine there's anybody left we haven't had the envoy conversation with yet. We've gotten the Railroad and Brotherhood remnants already. We've got the Minutemen. We've got Concord. We've got NLCC, Nightingales, CPD. Yeah, there's nobody left. So it's just stuck.
Maybe a little sad so many of them had to die.
That was quite the... Lupe made me a little sad that so many of them had to die. What is she talking about?
What's your plan for Sunshine Tidings?
I didn't have a plan. Actually, what are we doing with Sunshine? I think we just built it as a settlement. Oh, that's the Vault settlement. That's right. That's the one Carvock's insane Vault settlement. Oh, we can turn off this map marker here. All right, so one note I'm writing down for myself here is, like, after the Laura rescue, I feel like there's too much time going on between when it's triggering the next quest. I feel like there's plenty of time has passed with us teleporting around. should have probably only need 24 hours. We probably have it set to 48 or 72, which is just too much. Let's go check out the castle. Does this all through reload with the celery calls companions freezing from chairs? Oh, that's nice. That is really nice. Yeah, those theater shows, those were a lot of fun to rig up. We had a couple more we wanted to do, and we got partway through them. So we had one where it was actually a band, and we have the instruments made, but we never got around to doing the animations for them. Because it's one of the few people in the community who does a lot of animations is Nihur, and he keeps himself quite busy. But we've got a bunch of Fallout 4-ified instruments. I don't know what we have. I think we have like a trumpet, a drum set. What else do we have? A harmonica. We had a whole bunch of instruments made, and we were hoping to get them animated, and then have our sound guy come up with decent audio for them. They have to be kind of like phony loops, right? You can't animate directly to the music in the way the furniture system works in Fallout 4, but I think that's how they do it in 76 too. They have some music. They have the instruments that you can play, but your character's like obviously not doing the notes just because the animation is kind of randomized. But it's still fun anyway. Just gonna keep doing the tour until Magnuson calls us. Oh, not much going on here. You guys could use a city plan. Wait, why can't I? Oh, I don't. Do I not own this place yet? We aren't allied to this settlement. They probably need me to do a job for them. You know, get out of the mud there.
If you work, you eat. It's as simple as that. Any place you want me to pitch in?
I think he's confused. This is your place. Alright, I guess I don't control this place. We gotta find wait, why is this showing? Oh, do the gunners still control this technically? Hold on a second. Let's try this. Flare gun. Liberate settlement. Let's see what happens. Do you own a vault suit in real life? I do not. That doesn't look safe to have down the road from this family. Hold on a second, let me see if I can. That's what I'm looking for. Aha, technically the gunners were still here. I think I killed them all manually. Jeez. I really want to fix the, oh god, car's gonna blow. Really want to fix the, get out of there, kid. The system that's supposed to allow you to capture and hold instead of having all these people appear on top of you. That's gonna feel really good to get that fixed. Oh, one of our settlers at max rank. Did you guys see the legendary star on him? See if I can find him again. There we go. Rank 5 settler. So we had this thing. I kind of want to bring it back. We had this thing in Conqueror, the old Conqueror, where once somebody got to rank 5, we assigned them a random name from a pool. The idea was like, once they're legendary, they've earned you learning their name. But part of that was because they were mortal, so like for them to survive to rank 5 was very unlikely. Now it's just kind of a time game, but it actually takes so long, and because you generally are not manually assigning people, it's pretty rare to get them up to that high rank. So that system might still feel good, even though it's not quite as the accomplishment as it was in Conqueror. This is a tiny little squad we got here. At least we got a courser with us. And our legendary settler. We're going to name him Frank. Frank, how are you holding up, buddy? I guess I should confirm. Wait, do we have 2? Or did I just name that lady Frank? Nope, there's Frank over there. So that was the second reinforcement wave we got the notice of, but we didn't see anybody. I wonder if they're getting killed on their way here, or if so. There's a funny bug in Fallout. I'm sure some of you guys have seen it before, where, especially with this system, where the NPCs will just get dropped instead of getting placed on the nav mesh. They get placed like high in the sky. Whoa! And then they just fall to their death. Pretty amusing. Unfortunate, but amusing. Oh, not the settlers. Wait, do we get them all? There we go. Pick up all the loot, guys. Nice, more rank ups. He just stayed and picked his corn the whole time. Got work to do. Hey, there it was. Hold Commonwealth against the Gunners. We did it. So it wasn't a time thing. It was, I just didn't realize that we didn't actually claim this place. I like that the kids ran away, though. That's nice. What is Mini Minutemen, Mount Hunter? Are they actual tiny little people that show up? Dylan, you've seen the rain from the sky. Gunners raining from the sky and all dropping to their death. It's funny when it happens to the Gunners. Less funny when it happens to your squad. Rad scorpions go to the moon and come back. Yeah, some of the crazy physics bugs. I had a crazy physics bug in Watchtower the other day where after the mech died at the beginning of the... where Torrance slams his ship into him. Spoiler alerts. The mech just like launched into outer space.
Magnuson. Apologies for my sudden absence. There were circumstances beyond my control. I understand you have possession of the holotape you were sent to retrieve. Good. Victory is within our grasp. Soon we'll have constructed the supercomputer and shall have control over atomic rain. But first, a brief field trip is in order.
Is something wrong?
It's nothing to concern yourself with.
Field trip?
Yes, there's information you need to be made aware of. Your partner, Jake, is waiting for you at the Museum of Freedom in Concord. Hurry over and meet with them as soon as you're able. Once you've arrived, I shall explain further. Goodbye for now.
Very brief. Okay, to the Museum of Freedom we go. Oh wait, we haven't been to Concord in ages. There's definitely going to be some raiders here we got to kill real quick. Does SS2 require any of the Fallout 4 DLCs? Only for chapters 2 and 3 it requires Automatron, but none for the base mod.
You crazy?
There they are. Right on time. Raider scum. Oops. Oh my god.
Sorry. Should have just run.
Shooting wasn't worth it.
Excuse me.
Ah, there you are. Got some good news. With Magnuson's help, we deciphered the holotape we found in 111. We can now make more advanced ASAMs. In fact, I already built one. Saying that, and I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but between you and me, I get a little tired of all this mystery and intrigue. Sure, he's helping us, but I wish Madison would just stop drip-feeding us stuff. Just tell us everything we need to know already, so we can get on with things.
That is precisely why I asked you to come here.
Oh, Doctor, I didn't realize you were, wait, how are you?
Didn't mean to startle. To make our discussion a bit less cumbersome, I've commandeered what remains of the museum's PA system. And, considering what it is I have to say, I thought this museum an appropriate venue. Now, shall we begin?
How'd you do that?
I'm using your Pip-Boy as a bridge. It can bounce my radio signal to the museum's intercom system. Hardly a difficult task when you've intimate knowledge of Robco's UOS.
Please do.
The reason I asked you here is, well, there are certain topics I've avoided discussing or have intentionally sidestepped whenever you made mention of them. But before we go any further, these topics are things you need to know, and I believe that I can now trust you with this knowledge. So, to that end, I shall reveal to you who it is that employs the Gunners. But before that, I must explain to you about Project Selene and the Ingram tape technology the Gunners seek.
What can you tell me about this project?
Yes, Project Selene. Many saw the end of the world coming, and many made attempts to preserve something of what was, be that resources, data, people. My attempt was Project Selene, a self-sustained habitat for humanity, built upon the surface of the moon. A lunar colony! I knew I could do it.
Chapter 4.
I just needed funding so I
To the
could develop the
moon!
technology to pull it off. That's where Robco came in. With their financial support, I successfully developed the tech that would guide the construction of the lunar colony's complex infrastructure.
You're talking about ASAMs, aren't you? So that's what you made them for.
Yes, ASAMs. It's with those backing.
All right,
that I
there's
was
going to
able
be
to create
some.
them. Real ASAMs, mind you.
There's going to be some stuttering for a minute. I have to find something.
knockoffs you've
I have to
been
find
using.
something. Let's see here.
What did you say?
Yes, that's right. The moon. Before you were born, Americans had already set foot on its dusty soil. And even back then, they knew it offered more than just a celestial nightlight or an out-of-the-way place to store an old flag. Took 83 years, but eventually, the U.S. was ready to stake a claim, to start colonizing the moon. Unfortunately, so were the Chinese. Commie forces had invaded the lunar surface, but the good old US of A already had a team waiting for them. My team. We called it the Battle in the Sea of Tranquility. Hell of a fight. Won, of course, but it came at a price. The Space Administration had a change of heart. They deemed colonization impractical, too costly. They scrapped the project, covered everything up. That's when I decided to leave the space program, retire from the Air Force. I wasn't ready to give up. So I started Project Selene.
What happened after that?
At this point, Armageddon was still at least 2 decades away. Of course, I didn't know that at the time, but many of us suspected we didn't have long. I moved into the private sector, took whatever research jobs seemed interesting. Cryogenics, plasma-based propulsion, engramic digitization, whatever I thought might be useful for Project Selene. Eventually, once I'd compiled enough research, I brought my project proposal to Robco.
What was it like working with Robco?
Irritating, but productive. Thankfully, Robco's CEO was an old friend of mine, who just so happened to owe me a few favors. So, whenever things became too vexing, the drop of a name, a short phone call, and most things would iron themselves out. Or, so I thought. Evidently, even a CEO has a limit to how many strings they can pull. And eventually, marketing will always demand its pound of flesh. You see, Robco's board of directors weren't very happy with my altruistic effort to save a sliver of humanity. No, they wanted something they could sell. They wanted a product.
It sounds like you were really making a difference.
If events had transpired differently, perhaps I could have made a difference. However, before I could even construct a rocket to launch the first payload of ASAMs to the lunar surface, Robco double-crossed me. They cut my funding, took the ASAMs, and kicked me to the curb. Cut adrift, and with time against me, I sought salvation from a devil. In order to salvage Project Selene, I made a deal with Vault Tech. They got my project back on track and facilitated the production of the Ingram tapes.
Can you tell me more about this technology?
The Ingram tapes were my answer to managing something as sophisticated as my Project Selene. Initially, I tried using computers for the task, but they lacked the ability to solve problems creatively. After that, I tried robots, but Operating individually,
I
they
can't
simply
find it.
weren't clever enough,
So I was trying to find for
their
you guys an
personalities
old piece of
became
concept art.
unstable. So in the end,
It still exists
I settled
somewhere.
on
I can't find it on our drive.
It presented the best option and lacked the drawbacks of the previous methods.
Hold on, AI? As in an artificial intelligence? You sure don't half-ass things, do you?
I needed the best, which is why I constructed the AI using a copy of my own mind. It took some time, but everything I am was copied and downloaded to 5 tapes. These were the Ingram tapes.
How'd you do that?
Thankfully, the technology to copy one's mind was already available. Not that it was easy to come by, but it helps to know the right people. Still, the process was experimental and wasn't always gentle to the user. A number of people had passed away undergoing the procedure. Well, I wasn't feeling quite ready to have my brain fried, so I did what I could to improve the hardware. And I'm pleased to say I did a rather good job. And so, my brain was copied. Most people's inks fit into a single tape. Those performing the procedure thought mine might fit into 2. I said at least 4. But in the end, it was 5. It seems at times even I underestimate the utter brilliance of my mind.
That roll.
Okay, that's pretty good. I'm impressed.
My goal is not to impress, but to clarify just how important these tapes are. How valuable they'd be to someone like the gunner's employer. You see, collectively, the Ingram tapes hold the total sum of my experiences, knowledge, and personality. They're a virtual treasure trove of information. And as if that were not enough, the tapes are also the key to the operation of Project Selene.
I thought I already asked about Project Selene. Hold on, let's try one more time. Because it could be that the... I'm curious if it's replaying it. Because usually the things you've already listened to...
Is a self-sustained habitat.
Yeah, I already listened to this.
It's for this project.
Okay, there we go. So now it's showing gray. It's supposed to show gray after you've already asked the
If events
questions.
had transpired.
Okay, let's get through this.
Who were the gunners working for?
Would it surprise you to learn that you've already met them? They're the ones who came to my rescue when Robco stabbed me in the back. They offered you and your family the chance to survive nuclear annihilation. Yes, that's right. The gunners, they work for Vault-Tec.
Wait, Vault-Tec?
Yes, you heard me right. Vault-Tec. You didn't truly believe them gone, did you? That they'd simply allowed themselves to be blown to Kingdom Come when the bombs fell?
But... Vault-Tec? How is that even... I mean... Where have they been all this time? I never seen them around anywhere. How could they have survived?
You want to know where Vault-Tec is? Look to the memorial in front of you. Or better yet, just look up at the night sky. Vault-Tec provided me everything I needed to bring Project Selene to fruition, also that they could snatch it away for themselves. And so, for 2 whole centuries, Vault-Tec have been hiding themselves away, safe and sound, in my lunar colony.
You sure about that?
Vault-Tec approached me claiming
That was a
they
bad
wanted
player
their
line.
own
So I
version
had
of
the
ASAM
totally wrong text.
technology and promised to fund Project Selene in exchange. This was all under the table, mind you. Officially speaking, Vault-Tec knew nothing of my project. But Madison, the one who arranged it all, she knew. She knew everything I was doing. I trusted her, and she used that trust to hijack my project. But they didn't hijack everything. My time with Robco taught me valuable lessons. This time, I ensured certain avenues remained open to me. Even without the comm hub, I was able to at least somewhat monitor Luna Colony. Was able to see what those bastards were up to.
Why are you only just telling me about this now?
Because I didn't know if I could trust you, or how you'd react when you learned the truth. And, to be quite blunt, until now you didn't really need to know. There are times that certain knowledge only serves to muddy the waters.
I guess it does make sense.
I appreciate you being receptive. It'll make what's to come less difficult.
Okay, I can accept that the Gunners are working for Vault-Tec. But back in 111, you said the Gunners were hired to locate, secure, and then deliver engram tapes to their employer. Now, I know you said they're important, but there's gotta be more to it. If Vault-Tec already has a whole lunar colony, why are they making the Gunners tear apart the Commonwealth in order to find a bunch of tapes?
Because Luna Colony needs the Ingram tapes in order to function. Without the tapes to regulate and sustain its systems, the colony is on the brink of catastrophic system failure. I'll admit, I'm at a loss as to how Vault-Tec has kept things running for as long as they have, but their time is up. Luna Colony has begun its collapse. And without the means to return to Earth, if Luna Colony perishes, so will Vault-Tec. That is why they are so eager to acquire those tapes.
How do you know what their goals are?
I've been able to tap into communications from both Vault-Tec and the Gunners for quite some time now. And whilst I don't overhear everything, I've heard enough to piece the situation together.
Hey, Jason, how are you?
Why can't they just leave?
They can't leave, because I didn't design Luna Colony with the means to do so. It was intended to be a one-way trip, and evidently Vault-Tec didn't bring anyone with them who possesses enough brain cells to construct their own means of escape. Bet they regret leaving me behind now.
I like
a
that.
lot to process.
The B option. Nice.
I know you and Vault-Tec have history, Doc, but are they really our enemy? I mean, it's been the Gunners who've...
The Gunners are following orders from Vault-Tec. Ultimately, Vault-Tec are responsible for this war, and make no mistake, they are your enemy. Listen, the reason I've told you all this is not to scare you, but so you can fully comprehend what you're up against. You've become a potent hindrance to the Gunners and their employer. The Gunners have already located 4 of the Ingram. And if you thought this war you found yourself in was bad now, if Vault-Tec get their hands on all 5 tapes, they'll have all they need to ensure you never hinder them again. That is why it's imperative we use atomic rain as soon as we can. Wipe the Gunners out before they have a chance to fulfill their contract. It's the only way to guarantee the safety of yourself and the Commonwealth.
One step at a time, Doc. I'm only just getting my bearings here.
I realize I've thrown a lot of information at you, but time is a luxury we lack. The moment for us to strike is now. For the sake of everyone, we must bring this crisis to an end.
Don't worry, Doc. We hear you. When it comes to ending this war, we're all on the same page.
We've spoken long enough. It's time for you to move out.
What do I need to do?
Proceed to the USAF station where you found the comm hub, and then I'll direct you in the assembly of the supercomputer. Magnuson out.
Huh. Guess that's a history lesson over with. Still, Vault-Tec. Did not see that coming. But does kind of make sense, if it's true.
What do you think?
As crazy as it all sounds, everything Madison said does seem to add up. Could be everything you said was 100% sincere. Or he might just be a master of deception.
He doesn't strike me as the dishonest type.
Anyway, looks like Madison wants us to go to Olivia. Come on, let's go get this computer built. Lead on and I'll follow.
Okay. I guess I'll just jump down over here. Really love the fountain who did the animation. I assume you're talking about the fountain in HQ. That was done by Ono, who does, he's got his own add-on pack. He did a lot of design work for SS2. Come on. Come on. Are the advanced ASAMs functionally different from regular ASAMs? They're the only ones that can build the... Oh, I totally forgot what we called them. There are certain building plans that require them. I have the words on the tip of my tongue of what we ended up calling them. The Marvels, yes, thank you. There are certain things like the Helios 1 tower you can only build if you have the advanced ASAM. And I assume that some other mod authors have taken advantage of that too and built cool, interesting, like over-the-top plots for it as well. But I don't know them offhand.
That's over. Looks like another raider group's moved in since we were last here. Well, let's clean house. Come on, let's head into Olivia. Hostage inside. We'll need to take him out.
What the? What the fuck was that? Oh, it's on!
Oof.
Heads up, Raiders!
Oh, slow-mo reload animation. No, let's get out of there. Nice,
And
Jake.
that's how it's done.
Magnuson here. You should be at Olivia by now. I trust all is well.
Yeah, everything's fine, Doc. We're good to go. So this is where we're building the computer, right? To hijack atomic rain?
Yes, that's right. We'll be utilizing Olivia's satellite dish. Before the war, I dispatched the comm hub here for similar reasons. Regrettably, the bombs fell before the hub could be connected. But let us not fixate on past failures. Instead, we should focus on assembling the supercomputer. That is, if your chief is ready.
Let's get this thing built.
Indeed. Let's get started. Mr. Evans, you brought the enhanced ASAM I requested you fabricate, correct?
Yeah. Got it right here.
Good. Now, this may be a tad more complicated than you're accustomed to. Nonetheless, I'll guide you as best as I can. First, take the improved ASAM and position it on a nearby surface. The sensor should then scan the vicinity for equipment and materials we can utilize.
This sure brings back memories. Here, catch. Seems only right you should be the one to do the honors.
R2 prototype ASAM sensor.
I'd appreciate if you didn't toss around the delicate equipment.
Oh, go ahead. Put the ASAM down on that desk there. Seems the best place for it.
Scanning Jake for materials.
Now, pay close attention, adhere to my instructions, and we'll have this supercomputer built in no time at all.
Hold on. Can't quite get this corded. Ah, there. One satellite controlling supercomputer made to order. I think we're done. Whew. That was definitely more complicated than using a regular ASAM. But still, surprisingly simple. Madison sure came up with something special when he invented ASAMs. They really do allow you to build some miraculous things.
Glad he's on our side.
Well, speaking of, we were meant to contact the doctor when we were done working on the computer. He said there's still one
Jake's
thing
pen
left to do.
exploded.
But before that, I was wondering if we could take a moment to talk.
Sure. Tell me what's on your mind.
Well, it kind of feels we're coming to the end of things. Don't you think? Once we turn this computer on, one way or another, the war's gonna soon be over. I suppose I was just thinking, knowing what you know now, if you had the chance to go back to when we first met, would you do it all again? You know, ASAMs, settlements, taking on the Gunners, forming our own group. Putting up with Aiden. Knowing how hard it's been. Would you still choose to do it all?
I wouldn't have it any other way.
I suppose that's why you're the one in charge. If only we could all have your level of self-assurance. But you know what? Asking myself the same question, I think I would do it all again. And not just because of Laura, but because I've realized the hard times, they're what reveals the kind of person you really are. And if it turns out you don't like what you're seeing in the mirror, well, now you've got a chance to change that.
Where's the dog? Oh, that's right. I forgot to grab dog meat again. I think I sent him away. Or no, he got sent away when I got kidnapped by the railroad, I think is probably what happened. And I just never went and grabbed him. He's probably at either Red Rocket or HQ. I'm not sure.
The ability to change and adapt is a fundamental part of being human.
Yeah, I think so too. I came to the Commonwealth to find my kid, but I ended up finding a heck of a lot more. I found good people, a group that I care about, a cause worth fighting for. And I found myself. All because of the hard times. And also, I found my best friend, too. So, yeah. Yeah, I think I would do it all again. Sorry, I kind of went off on a tangent there, didn't I? But I meant every word of it. Anyway, let's get back to the matter at hand, shall we?
Thanks for sharing that with me.
All right. Time to let Magnuson know what we're up to. That radio on the desk there should be linked to the dock's comm frequency. Use it to let them know we're ready to continue.
Okay.
You finished assembling the supercomputer, yes? But a few more steps, and atomic rain will be under our command, and the Gunners will bother you no more.
Can you explain how this thing is actually gonna work?
The supercomputer will simulate the old ECAM mainframe, thus enabling us to interface with the atomic rain satellite network. Then it's a simple matter of feeding in the appropriate access codes, allowing the computer to bypass the satellite security systems. Then we issue the command to fire a nuke at the appropriate coordinates, and bye-bye Gunners.
Everything is in place. It's ready to go when we are.
Excellent. There's only one thing left to do. The supercomputer must be linked to the comm hub, or array, as you now call it.
That might be a problem, Doc. You see, the comm array ain't exactly as horrible as it used to be. I'm not sure we could get it here.
I know that. Did you think the use of an ASAM sensor in building the supercomputer was solely for ease of construction?
Nope, I'm smart.
Of course not.
Physical relocation of the array will not be necessary. The supercomputer's integrated ASAM will enable remote connection.
Oh, of course. Right. Why didn't I think of that?
Once the array is linked, I'll be able to broadcast atomic rain's access codes from my lab to the comm array. The codes will then be decrypted by the supercomputer before being relayed via Olivia's transmitter to the atomic rain satellites themselves. And then we'll finally have access to atomic rain's nuclear arsenal.
Can you tell me more about this technology?
Atomic
Oh,
rain
I
was
forgot to put the
an
red
ambitious
dress.
program, but it failed
Works
to
on
meet
radios.
expectations. We now have the opportunity to use it for something worthwhile.
I'm ready as I'll ever be.
Very well. I shall initiate the link-up procedure. First, I'll establish a direct radio connection between my lab's mainframe and the comm array. There we are. Next, linking the array to the supercomputer. And it is done. Verifying connection stability and... Hello? What is this?
That doesn't sound good. What is it?
That noise. We shouldn't be hearing that. It's the ASAM boot-up frequency. It's a dummy broadcast, used only during initialization. It calculates the position of all ASAMs and any connected radio... signals. Oh no. The comm array! Have you made any modifications to it recently? Answer me!
No. I mean, when we found the hub, we made some repairs, swapped out a few components. Then we rebuilt it into the comm array. Maybe installed an upgrade or two, but nothing recent, nothing you don't already know about.
Software! Have you installed any new software?
No, nothing. The only thing recently was a holotape recording from the Gunners, but I checked it. It was clean. It was just a recording.
A recording alone wouldn't trigger this kind of behavior. Unless... the parts used to repair the comm hub. Where did they come from?
The Commonwealth Regional Headquarters for, Voltec. They had this basement there, and, it was full of...
Voltec! Of course! You used parts from their comm hub facsimile, didn't you? That explains how they did it.
What? What are you talking about?
The comm array. It's been bugged by the Gunners. They've likely been monitoring our conversations ever since you inserted that holotape.
Are you in danger?
That is a distinct possibility. I just connected my laboratory's mainframe to the bugged comm array. If the Gunners are even half awake, they'll have traced my radio signal by now, pinpointing my exact location. I may be in considerable danger.
Okay, that's not good. But maybe the Gunners weren't paying attention. You could still intercept their communications, right? Find out what they know?
Yes, I'm already working on it. Stand by. I'm patching us in.
To Alpha Golf. Ready, con... Notify Captain Lamont. Magnus's position has been... Final engram tape location confirmed. Case Quincy. Repeat. Quincy. Troops ready to...
Blast it all! The Gunners, Voltec, they've discovered my whereabouts. They know I'm in Quincy, and they know I possess the last Ingram tape. I don't know how they found out, but they know I have it, and they're coming to take it. You must help me.
Did you say Quincy?
Yes, Quincy. And that's as much as I'll disclose right now, given the current circumstances.
Why didn't you tell us before?
Because it was a secret. The last Ingram tape's location was not something you needed to know. Not something anyone needed to know.
Of course I'll help you.
Dr. Magnuson, transmit the atomic rain launch codes, and we could hit the Gunners before...
Don't you understand? It's too late for that. I'd bet 8 of my 12 PhDs that are listening to this very conversation. I can't risk transmission. Even if we use atomic rain to destroy the gunners, by transmitting the access codes, we'd just be handing them over to Vault-Tec. And with those codes, they're more than capable of commandeering atomic rain for themselves. And they'd use those satellites to destroy us out of pure spite.
Then, what do we do? How do we stop them?
How much damage would it cause if we let them hit us?
You've witnessed firsthand the devastation even a single nuclear device can inflict. If Vault-Tec obtains those codes, they could reduce the Commonwealth to nothing but smoldering ash. It's a pity we can't use atomic rain on Vault-Tec, even if it meant the destruction of Luna Colony.
What do you mean? Why not?
Missiles launched from an atomic rain satellite use the Earth's gravity to pull them toward their target. If Vault-Tec obtains those codes, they could reduce the Commonwealth to nothing but smoldering ash. This method, however, means that missile targets are limited to Earth's surface, as they're dependent on the planet's gravity to provide their thrust.
I say we attack.
Hey, but that's what we're already trying to do.
Listen, we can't use atomic rain, but you also cannot allow the gunners to get their hands on the last Ingram tape. If they deliver it to their employer, the entire sum of my knowledge would be at their disposal, and that includes the atomic rain launch codes. For the sake of me, yourself, Commonwealth, and dare I say the entirety of mankind, you must stop them.
No pressure, huh?
A lot of lives are depending on us.
I have a plan. But our line of communication is no longer secure. Return to your headquarters, and I will find a way to instruct you further. Magnuson, out!
Come on. Let's head back to HQ.
All right. I love the whole, how this setup all comes full circle. Bravo, Surik. With the, that little sound. I remember we spent so much time working on a sound effect for that you hear that little, like, thing where it's like, we need something that's noticeable, but that's not so annoying that people want to just immediately turn off their game. So it was that was a struggle, and that was like back during Chapter 1 development. So then for it to come back and be relevant in Chapter 3 was pretty cool, because it was I didn't know about the whole story, how it was all planned early on. This was something that was developed across years of planning. So very cool to see that come together. Okay, we're down to the end game now, but that'll be for next week, because it is. It's time for me to wrap up tonight. So thank you guys for joining me. I will presumably be back on Sunday with our Sunday streams. I am continuing to deal with this cut over to a new server issue for a work project. And so if it is not completed by Sunday night, I may have to cancel again, but hopefully this weekend goes smoother than last. So thank you guys for joining me, and I will hopefully catch you on Sunday.